my goodness, it's so great to be back. I have recently moved from Wisconsin to Arizona. And today we had a group coaching in the Mastermind Mafia, and one of the members asked such a powerful question, and I wanted to share my answers that I shared with her and the group here publicly with all of you. So her question is, can you say something about potential being bigger on the inside? And I was like, oh my gosh, can I ever? So years ago, I want to share a story to answer this question. Years ago, I was in a place in my life where the people around me just didn't support me, and I felt really frustrated. I was like, ugh, I knew that I was meant for more, but I didn't really know how to get out of where I was. And I asked Spirit to just guide me. I'm like, peeps, just guide me. Like, tell me how to get out of this funk. Tell me how to move forward. And I was guided to go take a walk in the forest, in this trail that I had walked hundreds of times before. So I was walking along this trail, and all of a sudden I realized that I just kept stepping on all these acorns, and I'm like, what the hell? And now, mind you, this was a trail that I'd walked all the time. And so I looked down and I noticed there was hundreds, if not thousands, of acorns all over the ground. And I looked up and I saw this towering oak tree, and I was like, wow, this is crazy. Now, I had walked this trail so many times and I'd never noticed all of these acorns or this huge oak tree. And I was like, how did I not notice this before? And I started to just kind of stand there, and I was really quiet and still, and I said, peeps, please impress upon me the message that you want me to hear today. And this, just as I said that, a little squirrel came down and packed its mouth full of nuts and brought it up the tree, and I watched it for a while, and then all of a sudden it changed its behavior. It grabbed a nut, just one single nut, and scurried over into this grassy area and dug a hole, tried to bury the nut, picked it up, scurried someplace else, dug another hole, tried to bury the nut, and it kept kind of testing out little areas. And then all of a sudden it found a spot, and it was like pushing on it, and it covered it up, and then it scurried back up to the tree, and I was like, phew, this is huge. What I got from that was to really understand my true potential, what was held within me. I had to go back to the basics. I had to say, okay, what is Spirit impressing upon me with this whole tree nut scenario thing? If you look at an acorn, here's a little pewter acorn that I purchased right after that because it was such a powerful, powerful lesson for me. If you look at an acorn, one entire forest, an entire forest is contained, whoops, just almost knocked over my water bottle. An entire forest is contained within and held within an acorn. You are the acorn. If you look at your life as the ground in which you are planted, or this seed, this acorn is planted. If you look at the environment, if you plant this seed among toxic soil, it's not going to grow. It's just going to sit there and just rot away. But if you plant this seed in fertile soil, what's going to happen is it's going to flourish. It's going to grow. It's going to sprout. It's going to grow big, and it's going to produce acorns. It's going to produce an impact. It's going to create a positive ripple effect on the planet. It's going to drop more acorns, and those acorns are going to sprout and drop acorns. And so think about the ripple effect that you can have on this planet, that's your true potential, whether it's through work, through volunteering, through your family members. So I want you to think about the environment that you are planted in. Do you hang out with toxic people? Do you consume toxic information on social media? Do you, like, what are you consuming? Like, think about the food that you eat. Is it toxic, or is it nurturing you? Think about the people that you hang out with. Are they toxic, or are they nurturing and supporting you? Think about your all the stuff that you consume here on social media or everywhere else. Okay? Is it toxic, or does it nurture you? when you can really recognize the true potential that you hold within you is just as powerful, if not even more so, as the acorn, your whole life will absolutely benefit from it. So like I said, her question was, can you say something about potential being bigger on the inside? Many times we feel that we're meant for more. We feel that we're meant for more, but we just don't know how to break out of that shell. That tells me that you might be stuck in a very small container. Like a potted plant can only grow as big as the container that you put it in. It can only grow as big as the container that you put it in. And again, part of that is the soil in which you plant the tree in, or the plant. How do you water it? Do you give it sunlight? Do you give it what it needs? This is exactly the same thing in your life. Are you getting what you need so that you know the potential that you have inside can flourish, so that that potential that you have can bust out and you can be all that you were meant to be? So this week, I would encourage you to really look at the environment that you're in. Is it toxic or is it healthy? The food that you're eating, is it toxic? Is it healthy? Is it nurturing you? Does it feed you? Does it give you the nutrients that you need? The social media that you consume, all the other things, the books, the podcasts, all the stuff, is that nurturing you? Someone asks, how can you overcome self-doubts about our potential? Surround yourself with people that just absolutely can raise you up. Surround yourself with community. This is part of it. If we were surrounded by people who absolutely believed in our potential, like if we said, oh my God, I would love to build a flying car, what would your people say? Like, would they be like, yeah, okay, not in my lifetime? Or would they be like, oh my God, like, let's see if we can make that happen? You would have no self-doubt if you were with people who believed what you said and were like, absolutely, yes, let's do this. Think about the first people that said, I want to make an electric car. Or the first people that said, I want to create a device that will get a signal from the airwaves and you'll be able to talk to someone or you'll be able to listen to someone. Okay, I can't remember who it was, but the person that actually invented the radio and like radio waves and signals, he was actually institutionalized because they thought he was mental. Like they literally thought he was crazy. But then when he actually invented his invention and we received radio waves over the air, they were like, oh my God, he's not crazy. And so that's one of the biggest ways that you can overcome self-doubt is to be with people, surround yourself with a community of people who understand your potential and who understand that there's an opportunity in every situation. And allow yourself to seek out those people. Seek out those people. Like, so I have two groups of people. I've got the Mastermind Mafia, which is a group of people who are building their businesses up to 6 figures in 1 year. I also have the 1 Degree Shift Tribe, where it is a spiritual and personal development community where people come together and support each other and saying, you know what, this is what I want in my life. And everybody's like, hell yeah, let's do this. So if you do have self-doubt, that tells me that there's people in your life, whether currently or from your past, that haven't believed in you, that haven't trusted in your vision enough to say, you know what, I know that what you see is going to happen and that you believe it's going to happen and I'll support you, I trust in whatever it is. So I'm not saying that the people in your life are toxic right now, because again, this could be people from your past, but if you are experiencing self-doubt, look at and be very mindful of who you hang out with and the community that you surround yourself with. Because when you are in a community that supports you, that gets you, you will have no self-doubt. You will begin to build and well, first of all, you will have that clarity. All of a sudden, you're going to be so clear about what it is that you really truly want in your life, and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, yes, this is what I want. And then with that clarity comes courage. Because when you have clarity, now you know the next step to take. You know what I'm saying? And you're just like, oh my gosh, yes. And then when you begin to get so clear, you all of a sudden have that courage inside to say, you know what, I think I'm gonna do this. And the more that you take those steps, the more confident that you become. And the more confident that you become, the more clear you become, which then again brings out that courageous feeling, that clarity, courage, and confidence. That's what really truly comes with being in a community of people that get you. So if you do have self-doubt, find your people, find your tribe, find your community. If you are interested in joining the 1 Degree Shift Tribe, which is a community of like-minded people who are truly here to create a life that they absolutely are obsessed with, to just have and create a life that they're so excited about, what I want you to do is I want you to click the link and join us. We do have an early bird offer right now where it's only $65 a month to join, and what you get is a planning party, which is where we plan out your next month. You also get a group coaching, and you also get a spirit-led What's Up Wednesday call, where it is a spiritual training that allows you to really tap into your intuition and tap into the 1 Degree Shift process, which allows you to truly create a life that you're excited about through getting clarity, courage, and confidence. So if you know that you're ready for more, and you know that you're ready to have a life that you are super freaking excited about, click the link, join us today, and then I will see you tomorrow for our planning party that we have for this month. All right, I love you, and I hope that this message has served you today. Mwah. Bye.